Good morning children, welcome to my channel Computer Education 2K. Today I will discuss how to do a prime number program and perfect number program in Java. Okay, see, so let's start. Okay, see, question is write a program to enter a number and check it is prime number or not. Okay, so prime number, what is a prime number? Prime number is a number which is divisible by 1 and itself. Say 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, these are prime number. See, say 5. 5 is prime number. Why? If you divide 5 by 1, 5 by 2, 5 by 3, 5 by 4, 5 by 5. And you know, prime numbers are divisible by 1 and itself. So you can see here, prime numbers are divisible by 1, it is divisible by 1 and it is divisible by 5. So prime numbers are divisible by 1 and itself. So 5 is prime number because it is divisible here and here. And in these places, it is not divisible. Okay. So this way you have to check that a number is prime number or not. Okay. But we know that 5 is prime number, but computer does not know that 5 is prime number or not. So we have to write the program in such a way, we have to give instruction to computer in such a way that computer will execute those instructions and computer will say any number is prime number or not. Okay. And those instructions I have written here. Okay. So please follow. So to do this program, I have taken 3 variables I, C and N. In N, I will store any number and C is a counter and I is used to make for loop. Okay. So N is used for number, to store a number, C is a counter and I for loop. C is counter. See, you have to count how many times the number is divisible. If it is divisible 2 times, then that means it is prime number. All prime numbers will be divisible 2 times because it will be divisible by 1 and itself. So C will count that, how many times the number is getting divided. Okay. So then I have entered, I have given a message here, enter any number and here the number is entered. Okay. And whatever number you will enter, okay, you have to divide that number from 1 to itself. Suppose your computer will ask you enter a number, you are entering 7. Then you have to divide 7 by 1, 7 by 2, 7 by 3, 7 by 4, 7 by 5, 7 by 6, 7 by 7. And you have to check where the number is getting divided. The number is getting divided in the first position by 1 and last position by 7. So 7 is prime number. So that thing I am doing here. That thing I am doing here. Suppose computer will ask you enter a number and you have entered 5. That means N is becoming 5. N is 5. So here, what is the value of I first? I is 1. So 5 by 1. Then I will be 2, 5 by 2. Then I will be 3, 5 by 3. Then I will be 4, 5 by 4. Then I will be 5, 5 by 5. This loop will run till 5 because I have written I less than equals to 5. Means until and unless the value of I will become 5, this loop will keep executing as long as it will not become 5. But when it will become more than 5, the loop will stop. So first time the value of I is 1. So 5 by 1. Then 5 by 2, 5 by 3, 5 by 4, 5 by 5. So see, in the first time, when the value of I is 1, so 5 by 1, it is divisible, yes. If the condition is true, C will increase. First time C will be 0, so C will become 1. Then I value will be 2, so 5 by 2, is it divisible? No, not divisible, the condition is false, C value will not increase. Then I value will 3, 5 by 3, is it divisible? No, condition false, C will not increase. Then I will be 4 now, 5 by 4, is it divisible? No, condition is false, C value will not increase. Then I will be 5, at last the value of I will be 5, so 5 by 5, is it divisible? Yes. The condition is true, then C value will increase, now C will become 1 more means C will become now 2. Okay, and then the I value will become 6, but you have written the loop will continue till 5. But if it is 6, the loop will finish and then control will come here. When the loop will stop executing, okay, then the control will come to here. Now what is the value of C now? C is 2. I have written if C equals to 2, system.out.println n is prime number. N is what? N is 5. Computer will say 5 is prime number. Okay. Suppose computer will ask you enter a number, you are entering 8. Suppose you are entering 8. In case of 8, you can see 8 by 1 is divisible. In case of 8, you can see if you enter 8, so in case of 8, 8 by 1 is it divisible? Yes, C will become 1. Then 8 by 2, I will become 2. Is divisible? Yes, C will become 1 more. Then 8 by 3 not divisible. 8 by 4 is divisible? Yes, C will become 1 more. Then 8 by 5 not divisible. 8 by 6 not divisible. 8 by 7 not divisible. 8 by 8 divisible. Then C will become 1 more. Then what is the value of C is becoming? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you enter 8, the value of C will become 4. Okay, the value becomes C will become 4. And when the loop will stop executing, the control will come to here. The control will come to here. It is written if C equals to 2, computer will print this line. But in case of 8, C is not 2, C is 4. C is 4. Then computer will execute else part and computer will say n means what? 8. 8 is not a prime number. Okay. So this way prime number programs you can do in Java BlueJ. Okay. Okay. Now let us see one more program, perfect numbers. Okay. Write a program to enter a number and check it is a perfect number or not. Okay. I have done here. Write a program to enter any number and check it is perfect number or not. Okay. Perfect number. What is a perfect number? Perfect number is a number whose sum of the factors is equal to that number. Perfect number is a number whose sum of the factors excluding that number is equal to that number. Say 6. 6 is a perfect number. 6 is a perfect number. Okay. Why? Sum of the factor excluding 6. The factors of C are factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3 and 6. The factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3 and 6. But you don't take 6. If you add it, it is becoming 6. Because 1 plus 2 plus 3, 6. Okay. So 6 is a perfect number. As I said, perfect number is a number whose sum of the factors is equal to that number excluding the numbers. Okay. So if you find the factor of 6, then you will get 1, 2, 3 and 6, and if you add 1 plus 2 plus 3, you will get 6. So 6 is perfect number. Say 28. 28 is also perfect number. 28 is also perfect number. If you take 28, okay, if you find factors 1, 2, 4, 7, 14, 28. But you will not take 28. Perfect number is a number whose sum of the factors is equal to that number excluding the number. If you add all these numbers, you will get 28. If you add all these numbers, you will get 28. So 28 is a perfect number. I think now you have understood what is a perfect number. Okay, now we will do the program perfect numbers. Okay. Now how to find out the factors? How to? Because while you will do perfect number program, you should know how to find out the factors of a number. Okay. So to find the factors of a number, we will use the division method. To find out the factors of a number, we will use division method. See, 6 is a perfect number. If we keep dividing 6 by 1, 6 by 2, 6 by 3, 6 by 4, 6 by 5, okay, then wherever the number is divisible, those numbers are the factors of 6. Okay, suppose you are taking a number 6. If you divide 6 by 1 and 6 by 2, 6 by 3, 6 by 4, 6 by 5, 6 by 6, so you will not take, because according to the logic of perfect number, you will not take this. So if you divide 6 by 1, 6 by 2, 6 by 3, 6 by 4, 6 by 5, 6 by 5. So it is divisible here, it is divisible here, it is divisible here. It is not divisible here, not divisible here. So 1, 2 and 3, these are the factors of 6. These are the factors of 6. So you will use this concept, okay, for finding the factors. Because when you will do perfect number program, you have to find out the factors. Because you know that perfect number is a number whose sum of the factors is equal to that number excluding the numbers. Okay. Now I will discuss from here. I have taken 3 variables I, S and N. I, S and N. I for the for loop, S for the sum. You know that is the find of the sum. 1 plus 2 plus 3. So S for sum and N for numbers. In N, one number will be entered. In S, the sum of the factors will be found, and I will be used to make for loop. Okay. So here I have entered a number. I have been given one message, enter a number, and by this command I have entered a number. Okay. And now you have to make a loop from 1 to that number minus 1. Okay. Suppose computer will ask you enter a number. You are entering 6. Then you will make a loop from 1 to 5. That's why I have written I equals to 1, I less than equals to n minus 1. If you give equals to, then you will write n minus 1. But if you give only less than, then you can give n. If you give here I less than n, that is also okay. If you give here I n minus 1, that is also okay. Okay. So you have to make a loop from 1 to 5. That's why I have written I equals to 1, I less than equals to n minus 1, I plus plus. Okay. Because we have to keep dividing the number by 1, by 2, by 3, by 4, by 5 till that number minus 1. So and when you keep repeating any work, when you repeatedly do any work, you have to use loop. So I have used here for loop. So first time the value of I is 1. So 6 by 1 is going, yes, going. If it is going, that value 1 will go and store in S. Now S will become 1. Then next time I value is 2, 6 by 2, n is 6, okay. 6 by 2 is going, is going. If it is going, that value, that I value will go and store in S. So 2 will come and store in S. Then I will be 3, 6 by 3 is going, is going. If it is going, if it is divisible, then the value will come and store in S, then 3 will come here. Then 6 by 4, is it divisible 6 by 4? Not divisible. In case of 6 by 4, the condition is false. That 4 will not come and store in S. 4 will not come here. 4 will not come here. Then I value will be 5. 6 by 5, is it divisible? Not divisible. That 5 will not store in S. So what you seen? You have seen only 1, 2 and 3 has come and stored in S. Okay. So this thing, this checking I have done here. And here I found the sum of the factors. Okay. Okay. When the loop will finish, the control will come here. So if you enter 6, this condition is true. In case of 6, what is the value of S now? It is 6. What is the value of N? It is 6. So both are equal. I have written if S equals to N. Now computer will pin 6 is a perfect number. If you enter any other number, if you enter 7, then S will never become equals to 7. And in that case, this condition will be false and computer will execute else part and say 7 is not a perfect number. Okay. So this way, this perfect number program is done. Okay. Okay, children. Now we will do more program, more number programs. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. But please like, share and subscribe my channel, Computer Education 2K. Thank you.